how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Manning to throw on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas. Keep playing hard. Right into a brick wall.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw is Newton. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano for the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there, Manning to Shepard, 71 yards. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Crash, 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 crash.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram from 4 yards out, and the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing here, Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up in. Gun. Jack 31. Green. 8.
Now Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
One final try now from Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out, on this football game. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. The Panther offense here. They're ready to go on 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go.
Now Newton on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Bingo, 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 bingo.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
That's what I'm talking about. All day, every day. There we go. Nowhere.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Set 180. Mike's 54.
On 1st down, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 180.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Finds a seam inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Great. I got one.
First down, the run with Lynch. Lynch busting free, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Newton. Flushed out right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
And a short run there for the touchdown.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side.
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Set. Move, 45.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And a little floater there is incomplete. Nice job. Congratulations, defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the...
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
Total relentlessness of consistency, almost like a machine. If you watch him in practice after every throw, he resets his feet, visualizes all the other options on a play. So if he has to do it in a game, it's already there, has the muscle memory. I've started calling him AI for artificial intelligence. Whatever a defense does during a game, he absorbs it and then uses it against them as the game moves on.
Ready. We're waiting.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Ready. Move 90. Four down. Ready. Watch that.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Ready. Move 90.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Lynch running the counter. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys. Check. Let's rock now. 56, right there, 56.
On the give, this is Lynch. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll try the air now with Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Shreds the tackle. And that he's going to vault his way in for a Panther score. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Breeze now. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And now running right through him. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Ready, set. Ready, set.
Breeze now on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, another one. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Gun.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Airing it out deep for Smith. So 1:56 to play in this first half. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Do some.
Second and 10, Newton again. Flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Now Newton on 1st down. Airing it out for Olsen. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Do something.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They shakes him off. Stepping up, he's going to keep. And the Panthers in for the score. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Ready.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Set.
On second down, here's Newton. Incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set 180.
From the gun, here's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And now running right through him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Like 80. Gun.
Newton on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Ready. We're waiting.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. On target over the middle to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
4 down. Ready. We're waiting.
Breeze now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey. Ready. We're waiting.
Again, it's Breeze. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Ready. We're waiting.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready. We waiting.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The pitch out to Lynch. Oh, he bowls over him. Oh, now he bowls him over. Past the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Lynch busting free. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throwing here, Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Right, boys, tight end to the right. Move. Ready. We waiting.
From the gun, it's Breeze. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Breeze to throw again. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And I think the ball's out. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Hey, get right there. Get right there.
They start the drive with Lynch. Shedding the tackle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This one up to about the 38. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch 89. 89. Set. Ready to eat. Check 56. Express.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back. This is caught inside the 15. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Set 180. Hey.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Newton's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And a late score here in this one. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. fantasy owners
Yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up mid. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Madden Legends. I'll see you again with scores and updates at halftime. But for now, it's my distinct pleasure to hand things over to our broadcast team. It's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Madden Legends offense out for their first possession. Their leader is the 9-time Pro Bowler. You know him as John Elway.
And what a player in so many different ways. A terrific athlete. Great guy who could move around, create plays, extend plays. Had an arm that could go with anyone in any era. Absolutely fantastic player. An MVP in the regular season 1987 and the Super Bowl MVP in the last game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Michael Strahan in there to get him for a loss of 5.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Elway. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And right away, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Following the fumble recovery, Newton escaping the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Newton now to throw. Busts through the tackle. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Brent, I have a feeling they'll be talking about that in film review because this quarterback, he's going to be telling the running backs they better be careful. He might have to slide over and take their position. Showed off his exceptional wheels on that run.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden legends heading back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Now let's go. Green.
Now Elway on first down. They'll dump this complete to the bus. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They go play action here on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
3-19.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Bettis. Got some real estate inside the 30. And this results in 6. Touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Madden legends with the extra point can tie this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
3 down.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey, eluding the pressure right. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. 180.
On first down, it's Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know a retirement ceremony, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Here we go. You got 3 down.
On the handoff, Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Let's rock now. Alert. 3 down. Check 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ready. 780. Gun. Hey, watch that. Do some.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, he stays up, fighting through. And another tackle broken. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Bulldozes past him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's second down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Ready? 180. Great. Express.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. So with 1 second left in the half on it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he's been busy with... Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set. 180. Mike's by 4.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And in the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 05, also Bears all-time leading tackler, almost 1,800 of them. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. Wow, evasive.
Make him miss.
Fighting through it, he's got space. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
From the 50, Newton. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Now a first down throw for Newton. Staying up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Ray Lewis able to get him for a loss of about 3.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he comes back with one complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Newton. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game.
Gun. Do some.
Back to throw. Newton steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, You kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory by going for it. Maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this fourth quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Here's Elway. Jerry Rice, open right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now it's Elway. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Elway to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dontari Poe with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Throwing now is Elway. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they bring out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Newton to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
8. Set with 80. Great. Express. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch twist. Express. Express.
Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Gun. 8.
Now Newton. And shedding through the tackle. Flush to his right. 20. And Olsen over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side.
Hello, everybody. Coach here, welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. It's the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back to throw. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He'll look to throw. And fights him off. Forced out to his left. Dancing to his left. Still, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton, 29 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
We're going to set. 180.
Now it's Newton. Keeps himself upright. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So the game-sealing play from Josh Norman. What a big one that was.
He's a guy that loves being the center of attention. And I think to play that position, you have to have that feeling, because oftentimes you will be isolated out there against some of the best the game has to offer. And how about him finishing off this one with a game-clinching interception?
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think, and I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Newton's going to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the...
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles on 1st and 10. They're ready to roll.
Tight right. Here we go. 120.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
4 down. Here we go. Back man. 180.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hang in there now.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Here we go. 180. What's up?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. From the end zone, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Give him 30 yards there. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton buying time to his left. Oh, he knocks him over. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there, this one good for 18. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Hey, we are.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Being chased out left. Pushes him over. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Back man. 180.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. 120.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before.
Hang in there now. Tight right.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Luke Kuechly coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Kevin Green. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Oh, twisting away. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the light.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore, 57 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he powers his way up past the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Strong right. Here we go. 180.
On second down, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Go. 180.
Wentz now on first down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
What's left? Here we go. 120.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference, as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well. To Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. More now on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. Oh, what a move. And now the spin. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Throwing is Newton. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Nigel Bradham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
4 down, 4 down. We're going to set. Hey. 58, the mic.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Here is Lynch on third and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. This to make it a 3-score. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Back man. Lady. What's that? What's that?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Wentz. And Wentz will not be able to get rid of it. He's taken down for a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
Set. 180.
This is McCaffrey on the give. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
4 down.
Throwing here, Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Gano out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
It's a foot race. The 20, 10, 5, and he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards. To throw, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Outside's coming. Outside's coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Newton's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.